What up, teacups? It's your fairy Vlogmother, and welcome back to Read Only Memories. As you may remember, we had a very harrowing episode last time, and as you can see, Turing's not doing so well, so let's see how our little buddy's doing. Look at his poor little face. Panda, how are you doing? Turing, what do you want now? I don't even know what to say. You know, Hayden was a brilliant programmer, far ahead of his time. I am a machine, and I intrinsically do not have all the glands and visceral chemical reactions that make humans so emotional and brilliant. Aww. But his code is a flawless replication of that inside my own personality algorithms. I don't think I've ever felt this anger. Oh, okay. It fouls my processors and fills my RAM with frustrating half-finished plans of revenge. I am sick with rage. Aww. Turing. I do not like the thoughts I am having about the people who did this to him, Panda. Can you turn them off? And my apologies, you may have heard Ty meowing a bit. She wanted my attention and she's not going to get it. Let's see. Can you turn them off? I can disable these modules. But I'd be less than myself, and that seems too easy. His poor little face. Turing. If I were human, turning off my emotions would be seen as extremely unhealthy. Yeah, no shit. There's a wealth of information on the meshnet about human psychology. I just don't know how much of it applies to myself. Aww. Either way, Hayden deserves my grief. Aww, this is just the feels episode, guys. Sorry. It is my way of honoring him. It may be the only way I can. I offer it freely. Stop with the feels, Cyber Dobby. I can't handle him. I can't. Oh my god. Did you see the Jade Plant? Its death is unfortunate, but fitting. I got an achievement. Okay, apparently I'm hopeless. Awesome. That's great. Yet another thing to be guilty for. Oh, no, Turing! Aw, come on, buddy. Will you keep helping me, Panda? I need you. I can't. It looks like I'm laughing, but I'm not. I'm like, oh no. I was not expecting the first recording session of the day to have so much feels. I mean, I should have been considering the last episode, but still, like, this is a lot. Oh my god, of course I'll help you. To find the bastards that killed my progenitor. You can call him your father, it's okay. Oh my god. I need to finish this. I don't know what I'll do afterwards, but I need to see this through. Aww. We'll make them pay, we'll find them and the truth. I can't really promise that we'll bring them to justice or make them pay, because I have no idea what else is going on, but I can guarantee we will find them and we will get as many answers as possible, so I'm going for the last one. The truth. I'm not sure it matters anymore. Hayden's dead and no amount of truth will bring him back. Aw, but understanding your feelings is the first step to moving past them. And I'm not just, like, plugging that. I legit, like, that's just how I deal with my life, bro. But I guess you're right. Knowing the whys and wherefores will bring closure to this. I could use a measure of closure. That's right, buddy. I think for now we should keep knowledge of Hayden's death between you, Tomcat, and I. It may give us an edge if the people we seek don't know how much we've already discovered. You should rest today. You likely need sleep, and I need some time too. I need some time. Oh, I can't get over how well they capture emotions even just using the pixel art style in this game. Like, look at how just broken his face is. Like, that is mastery right there of this art form, and they just know exactly what they're doing. I'm so impressed with this team. I mean, I'm so impressed with this team. This game is awesome. We'll talk after you've had some time to rest. Aww. I'm a-sleepin'. I'm a-sleepin'. I'm a-waking up. Good morning, Panda. I trust you slept well. Sure, how about you? I'm fine. What's the plan for today? What is the plan for today? Unfortunately, we've just run out of leads. Yeah, no shit. Perhaps Tomcat was able to find something of use in Parallax's network while they were inside. I'm sure they did. That seems a bit hopeless. You don't have any ideas? Yeah, sure. I mean, Tomcat probably found something. I hope so, but I feel a little bad for relying on them as much as we do. Such is the life of a techie. You become everyone's, go-to person for these sorts of things. Always going so far for Hayden. They must have been close. Yep, we're getting a phone call, y'all. You used to call me on my Turing. Oh, speaking of them, incoming call from Tomcat. Forwarding video and audio. What's up, buddy? Morning, Panda. Turing. How you doing, hun? I'm fine, Tomcat. Thank you for your concern. Well, okay. Just say the word if I can help out in any way, you hear? Of course. In fact, I was hoping you might have a lead for us to start working at. Otherwise, we're down to canvassing Hayden's address book and seeing if any of his contacts have an idea about who might have had a desire to target him. But that's just fishing in the dark. Well, I'll pull a fair amount of data from the Parallax servers before they manage to kick me out, but it'll take me a while to go through it. A lot of it is unrelated. TPS reports, maintenance logs, all kind of internal documents that might have been interesting to another corporation, but about as useful as dirt to us. So no, I don't have as much of a whiff of a trail on the people who did this. But I did get a strange request from a friend of a friend, if you know what I mean. Someone's been manipulating the reports of a news outlet by the name of Augmented Eye. Seems like the head of the network security there has been asking around for cybercrackers to help figure out how their articles are getting changed. The original files on their servers are untouched, not a thing wrong with them. But when you view the site from the outside the network, some things have changed around. A word here, a phrase there, nothing to really foul up the article big time, just enough to spin the meaning. Ooh, sneaky. It's gotta be some kind of man-in-the-middle attack. Someone with deep access to Parallax's network is changing what's being shown. Bad stuff. Ain't sure if it's related, but maybe y'all can head down to the main KCOB offices and try talking to the gal that runs Augmented Eye. Her name is Zen. Ain't got the time or the desire to stick my nose that far out for a friend of a friend, but it seems like your kind of deal, Panda. It does seem to be a bit of a stretch. But if we have to wait for you to get to work on the data we've collected anyway, we'd be happy to do it. Yeah, why not? We got nothing else to do. Alright, I'll pass the word on along. Let me try that again. Alright, I'll pass the word along that y'all will be in sometime today to stick your noses in. A round, non-existent robot nose, Turing. And I'll send y'all word as soon as I get anything worth hunting down. Excellent. Thank you, Tomcat. We are grateful for your continued assistance. No problem, Turing. Are you sure you're gonna be okay? Maybe you should take a little more time. Panda can probably handle this one solo. I said I was fine. Thank you for your concern, but I am fine. Aw, no, don't push yourself, buddy. I process events faster than humans, and I do not need to be badgered. Okay, of course not. I have already handled the reality of Hayden's death. It's time to move on with the investigation. Nah, I'm with Tomcat on this. Okay, I didn't mean to lean on you, dear. Just let me know if you need anything. Of course. Aw. I apologize for my tone, Tomcat. We'll be in touch. Aw, little guy. Alright, later, Turing. Panda. Okay, we have a lead, however tenuous. I've highlighted the KOSSIO Corp office building on your map. And there's a kitty again. She's got a bell on her now, sorry. I know. Also, while we were talking to Tomcat, I received an email from Dr. Fairlight. I love it, his little face just becomes the email there for a second, that's cute. Displaying. Greetings, Panda. I hope you will forgive me for the text-only message, but I had a moment of quiet while undergoing my treatments, and I'm not presentable for a video call. Should I do this in Turing's? I'm just gonna keep doing this in Turing's voice. Still, I wanted to let you know of an idea I had while looking into the circumstances of our mutual acquaintance's disappearance. I have not yet had any luck with my contacts inside Parallax, but I was reminded of an old friend of mine by the name of Melody Flores, who may know more about the nature of Hayden's research. She is the owner of Flower Cybernetics, and Hayden has been known to work closely with them on projects involving the intersection of Parallax's systems and implants that Flower designs. Now, I cannot give you any introduction myself. Melody and I had a falling out and are no longer on speaking terms. But perhaps the intrigue of Hayden's little robot will get you entry into her home. I hope this lead serves you well. If you need anything else from me, I will be in the hospital room where we met for the next few days. You might not think of me as the type for a public hospital, but I like to keep close to the city and the gossip. I will send word if I have any other insights or discoveries. Your friend, Dr. Yannick Fairlight, voiced by Turing. Interesting, I had no knowledge of Hayden ever working with Flower Cybernetics, but now I'm starting to understand just how little I really knew about his research. Aww. Maybe this Melody can reveal more about the purposes of my construction. Besides just general awesomeness, I think you're reason enough to exist. Hayden must have kept my development secret for a reason. Hopefully we can talk our way in. Don't think we're gonna have much trouble with that given your aforementioned awesomeness. I've highlighted Melody's home on our map. Okay, we can now either follow Tomcat's lead to KCOB or Fairlight's lead to Melody's home. Up to you where to go first. Crap, I'm sure this will affect things, but I don't know which one to do. Tomcat's lead seems tenuous, but he's been helping us a lot, and I don't want to put him on the back burner, and I also don't really trust this Fairlight guy yet. Though he does seem to have a better lead, I think I'm going to go with Tomcat's stuff first, just because, you know, you gotta stick by your friends, and we'll catch up with Fairlight's lead once we've taken care of Tomcat's stuff. So let's do that. Open, use... No, actually, I think I need to go to the map. Okay. Yeah, let's go to KCOB first. Here we are, Panda. Ooh, loving the audio. That, like, the car sound effect was really, really good. Sorry, just, such a great environment they paint with, again, such limited resources. They're so good at this. Alright. Here we are, Panda. The KOSSIO Corp office building. Okay. It looks like most of the businesses on this block are a part of the same corporate coalition under KOSSIO Corp. Is that important? Well, perhaps. At the very least, it means it's unlikely they're the ones interfering with Augmented Eye's articles. Not impossible, but unlikely. How so? I guess we'll have to look further. Tell me more. Generally, the companies in a coalition don't have a whole lot of overlap. Augmented Eye is a news app focused on local tech and culture stories with an emphasis on hybrid and cybernetic rights and issues. None of the other companies in the coalition cover news, so they aren't related at all, which is very much standard practice for these groups. They have nothing to gain by inviting companies with whom they compete, and thus none of them would benefit by trying to undermine Augmented Eye's credibility as a news source. Okay. Tell me more about the coalitions. Makes sense. Maybe another news outlet. Let's see. What's up with these coalitions? In the early 2020s, the California government was pretty much going bankrupt. Yeah, it's believable. A poor national economy and repeated voter initiatives meant the state didn't have the tax revenue to continue running municipal services. They kept pushing the tax burden down the totem pole until poorer cities were just flat broke. No police, no road work, complete public service collapse. Damn. Then one of the smaller cities sold all of their public infrastructure, police, and fire included, to a private corporation. This was eventually challenged in court, but several Silicon Valley corporations started a grassroots initiative to have citizens pass an amendment to the state constitution allowing it. Oh, so that's why we have privatized police forces in this game. Okay. They succeeded, and most of the major cities in the state sold off their public services to private corporations. Some places, like Los Angeles, just sold to the highest bidder. Which is probably why LA is essentially in a constant gang turf war, with one side wearing the uniforms of the studio-owned police forces. Okay, I think that's enough for now. Sure thing, Panda. Anything to help. Alright, so I guess we just go inside then. Yeah, let's get in there. The MeshNet says Augmented Eye's SF office is run by an individual named Zin, and Tomcat confirmed she's expecting us. Cool, let's go. All I have to do now is head up and talk to her. Yeah, let's do it. No shenanigans this time. Okay. Yay. Thin posters. Super Familink. I don't know what that is. A plant. Zen. Another plant. Another plant. Photo and a little robot guy. What are you? Zin's IK47 Executive Series ROM, designed for office and high-level account maintenance. Alright, let's talk to her. I don't want to keep her waiting. Oh, look at her. She's so cute. Talk to you. Oh, hello. Welcome to Augmented Eye. You must be the journalist my network admin said would be showing up. Network admin. Uh-huh, okay. You mean your hacker? Have a seat. Would you like a drink? Water would be nice. A Hassy Hot would hit the spot. Thanks, but I think I'll just... Nah, I'm good. Right to business then, I can respect that. Look, I'll start off by saying I'm a little uncomfortable about bringing another journalist to look into this. Whatever you dig up, I'll have to explain to the rest of the press, but it's still better than the other options. Chances are I have another corporation scoping out my territory. If they aren't in the coalition, they'll be expecting a corporate spy, not a news hound. If they are in the corporation, they won't look for me to send my own reporters against my allies. Even if I do end up being right. So if I'm damned either way, I'd rather it be by the media. Our kind are considerably less nasty than other CEOs. Now, what do you know about our problem here? Someone's tampering with your articles on the mesh. That's the long and the short of it. My network admin is pulling their hair out over it. I'm not going to pretend I understand everything they say, but from what I understand, the changes to our articles aren't being made from inside our network. The versions on our servers are still the originals, but at some point after they hit the mesh, they get changed. I'm hoping that you can do some digging, maybe hit up your contacts and get a lead on who might be doing it. Even if I have to get answers from the nightly news, it will be a big help. What kinds of changes are being made? Why are you so sure it isn't an inside job? Do you have any idea where I should start looking? He told us that it wasn't like a lot of major changes, just like a few minor phrase changes, but I'm just gonna go down the list and see how much info I can get out of her. Mostly little things, word choice, tone of the writing, things that make the writer appear more or less extreme on a topic. So far, almost all of the edits seem to be making our articles more positive on new technologies coming out and more critical of organizations like the Human Revolution that are anti-tech. That's actually what tipped us off. A harsh criticism one of my writers made about the HR protests was changed to be downright vitriolic, and I had a hell of a time putting out the fires. My writers and readers aren't exactly fans of them, but I'd rather not pick fights with the HR if I don't have to. Why are you so sure this isn't an inside job? I guess I'm not, but my network admin assures me it's all coming from somewhere else. They told me they tore out all of the routers that broadcast to the mesh and replaced them with fresh ones. All kinds of tricks involving IP addresses and DNS changes that I'm not going to claim to understand. I pay them the big bucks, so I'm inclined to believe them unless they dig up something that tells me otherwise. Or unless I do that for her. Do you have any idea where I should start looking? Not really. My admin says that only someone with intimate access to parallaxis network protocols could make these kinds of changes as something passes across the net. I personally think it's a clever hacker rather than someone inside Parallax itself. You mean like Tomcat? It's not him, but like someone of that ilk. The company's strangling grip on mesh network provision is primarily due to the public's absolute trust in them as one of the good guys. It's trivially easy to set up ROMs to use different OS than libs, or a different meshnet protocol without that trust. I could be wrong. You're the hungry news hound, I'm sure you'll figure it out. Okie dokie then. I know it isn't a whole lot to go on, but if I had all the answers, you wouldn't be standing in my office. Anything else you want to ask, with the understanding that I'm not going to give you anything I think you can use against me? Can you think of any reason you're being targeted? Know if anyone else has articles being manipulated? Yeah, tell me more. Like what? There isn't much more I can tell you about Augmented Eye, really. It's a fairly simple and straightforward operation, if I do say so myself. We started off in Venezuela as a sleek current events and news organization in 2055, almost 10 years ago now. We focus on more in-depth reporting of the on-the-street happenings on top of major news. We're one of the few good ones left. Once folks in other cities saw the type of reporting we do, they all clamored for it. They invested in the right places and it paid off. The KOSSIO Corp is happy to have us here in Neo San Francisco. It wasn't until hybrid tech started hitting the public sphere that we had to make any changes to our model. All of that said, I can't see why anyone would target us unless they're just trying to embroil us in a mudslinging match with the human revolution, and there are more direct ways of making that happen. Know if anyone else has articles being manipulated? Alright, look. I wasn't going to tell you this. If it gets out, I'd have to answer some really hard questions. So, off the record, you might want to go check out the TMI Entertainment and Charlie Nova. That's all I'll say. TMI Entertainment, that's clever. You can't blame me for not wanting to be connected to sending you after a sometimes competitor. What's the real reason you're bringing in outside help? Your own journalist should be able to handle digging up some dirt on a hacker. What? Not wanting to answer prying questions from my coalition board isn't a good enough reason? Because I'd really like to avoid that. And look, you've covered culture wars, you know? My journalists are good, but they're mostly good at digging up leads on new gadgets and implants and making sure they don't stack too many stims, remembering what they did at raves for the after-party report. They're not experienced enough at real investigative journalism, and they don't have the right contacts. The fact that my network admin recommended you to me means you probably do know the right people. Is that enough ego polishing for you, or should I go on? That's it for now. I'll get back to you if I have any more questions. No, don't bother. In hindsight, I probably should have been a bit more circumspect about speaking to you. Plausible deniability and all that. I won't ask you to lie in anything you write, but do remember you got in contact with me, not even second-hand, but third-hand. I certainly didn't stick you on anyone. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, or whatever. If you need anything else, have your person get my person. Don't come here directly. Now, I'd show you to the door, but you know the way, and this isn't the only fire I'm trying to put out. Good luck, and goodbye. Okie dokie then. Well, that was more confrontational than I'd have expected, considering that she was the one needing help. Is it always like this, Panda? She knows the game, but we didn't walk away with nothing. People don't usually give away much. Secrets are expensive. Without lies, there wouldn't be much to write about. Well, we didn't walk away with nothing. We got some interesting info. Very true. I will admit that I'm interested in the possibility of a link back to Parallax. Cat hair everywhere. If all this is really due to somebody manipulating the mesh net on the inside, it may give us the leverage we need to find out what happened to Hayden once and for all. That said, I will take care not to get my hopes up. We should make no assumptions when investigating, lest we lead ourselves down a false path. Anyway, seems like our next step is... what's that? Oh. What? Oh my god, what? What the... what the... That's Zen. Holy shit. The fuck? What the hell happened? Oh no, we need to help her. Well, that's one way to get plausible. Oh, I'm not that mean. Okay. Yeah, let's see if we can help her, bruh. It's too late, Panda. Shit. Considering the angle and height of the fall, rendering suitable aid is beyond our capabilities now. Your desire is laudable, but emergency services are already on the way. They will assist her as much as they can. We should head back to her office and see if we can determine what happened there. Perhaps we can still dispense justice. Shit! It looks like the desk has been cleared off. Oh, poor, and her poor little ROM is... Oh, look at the poor happy little ROM. It's all busted now. Let's take a look around. Be careful not to disturb any evidence. The police will be here soon. Shit. Okay, well that got heavy fast, so I guess we'll investigate this in the next episode. I was not expecting that to happen. I'm glad we came here first. I don't know if she would already be dead if we'd came here second, so I'm gonna say we made a good choice, I think. I honestly don't know. In any case, thank you all so much for watching, and please check out the poll in the description below or leave me a comment, and who knows, your wish just might get granted. Toodles!